Hey, what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a really good weekend so far, filled with lots of fun. Pokemon Legends Arceus, just amazing. If you haven't played it yet, definitely recommend going out and getting it. It is so different than the original games. It is so fantastic. I absolutely love it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've played it, if you haven't, what you think of it. Really cool. I mean, I had my doubts going into it, but now playing through it for several hours since I've been able to purchase it, it's like, wow, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. So definitely curious to hear your opinions. With that being said, we have a giveaway to announce. We are giving away this Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. And thanks to the random YouTube comment picker, I can say proudly, congratulations to No Mercado. You are the winner of this Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. So I have pinned your comment down below. Just shoot me a message with your shipping information. You can find me on Instagram at Danny.Phantump. You can find me on Twitter, Danny__O, or just shoot me an email. Let me know your shipping information. I will get that sent out to you. If you did not win, that is okay. We are talking about evolutions today. And because of that, we're going to go big. And we are going to be giving away both of these bad boys. So we've got two sealed Elite Trainer boxes. There's going to be two winners. One of you is going to get this Blastoise ETB. One of you is going to get this Charizard ETB. So if you want to enter to win, same thing. All you got to do is just leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and then make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. We're going to announce the winner next Sunday, and we are going to announce our Brilliant Stars big giveaway next Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very stoked to be able to bring that to you. We're going to celebrate Pokemon Community Day or Community Weekend, whatever you want to call it, in style with a huge Brilliant Stars giveaway. Super excited about that. With that all being said, congratulations, No. Enter to win the Elite Trainer boxes from Evolutions. Let's talk about Evolutions. Evolutions is a very interesting set. It came out November of 2016, I believe, so not quite the celebration of 20 years of Pokemon. That was Generations, but it was a throwback. It came out in the 20th year celebration. It was a throwback to base set. And honestly, it was very hyped up at the time. Pokemon Go had recently come out. A lot of people were getting back into Pokemon. A lot of people were enjoying Pokemon, much like what happened with the 25th anniversary, but on a smaller scale. A lot of people were really excited about Evolutions. Because of that, they printed this set to the moon. It was absolutely crazy how much of it they put out there. So much, in fact, that you could order this set in bulk cases from distributors up to about a year and a half ago before it kind of finally ran out of print. And it wasn't just booster boxes that they printed like crazy. They printed Elite Trainer boxes like crazy. They printed booster packs like crazy, which is why randomly you can still find Evolutions product occasionally at stores, which really begs the question of why is Evolutions continuing to just climb in price? Now, it's nowhere near the point of where it was a year ago, and we'll talk about that in just a second, but it is still way more expensive than it should be when you compare it to the singles that are in that set. And that really goes to show you the nostalgia factor, the throwback to wanting to open up those base set cards without going out and trying to buy base set booster packs, spending $400, $500 on something like that. But this set was so heavily printed that there were just booster boxes and booster packs everywhere. I mean, I've seen YouTube videos, I've seen success stories of people going around to Walmart and still finding Elite Trainer boxes just kind of sitting on the shelf. Absolutely crazy. So you'll have to let me know in the comment section down below if you've been able to find some. There have been some packs that have just kind of popped up in Pokeball tins. There have been just kind of packs and collection boxes that they kind of threw in there, and they were doing this for years and years because they couldn't get rid of all of the Evolutions product. Now it seems like it's starting to slow down a little bit in availability, so it's a little bit more difficult to find, but holy cow, there was just product everywhere. So with all that being said, let's kind of jump over to the numbers here. And I wanted to start out with just a couple of sealed products. So we're going to look at booster boxes first. These really hit a high of $866 when they first started tracking this graph on TCG Player. It was actually higher than this at one point in time. I remember one point in time when booster boxes were well over $900. They've leveled off a lot right now, as you can see, dropping all the way down to $730. But $866, extremely expensive when you compare it to other booster boxes around the same time frame. At one point it had dropped all the way down to $641.97, and you can see this dip right here kind of in October, people thought, okay, well, it's going to continue coming down because there is still quite a bit of them that are out in circulation. A lot of people bought this up as just things to hold on to, things to invest in, things to just stash away, and then they'll sell years down the road. I think a lot of people kind of broke into that stock and started selling them off, which is what made this dip down to about $642. But now you can see it started to climb off a little bit and level out right around $730. If we look at booster packs, they are kind of selling at an all-time high right now. Absolutely insane. Granted, these numbers are from TCG Player. If you dig around hard enough, you should be able to find cheaper items on eBay, maybe on Amazon, maybe on some storefronts, maybe at your LGS, maybe on Facebook. Well, you want to make sure you're obviously buying from a reputable source, because a lot of times people will fake Evolutions product because it is so popular. But you can find these for a little bit cheaper. Right now, the market price on TCG Player is $17.76. A week or two ago, it was $18.38 for a boost. That's more expensive than Hidden Fates, which we were just talking about. Absolutely insane. The low price, $12.81, which was back in August. So very, very crazy there. We talked about the Charizards already, but we're just going to kind of briefly touch on them again. Tie point, $47.66, went all the way down to $33.45, and you can see started climbing back up there. So now it's at $40.63. If we go down to the Mega Charizard, it had a high point of $28.42, which happened like a week ago. So this is really starting to climb in price. It was down to $16.21 in September, and now it's really had a few dips here and there, but for the most part, it's steadily climbed. Blastoise took a big hit. June of last year, it was up to $20.81, and then it dipped all the way down to $14.42 in September. But now, really slowly, again, with some dips, it started to climb up a little bit. Now it's at $16.22. What's interesting is there's only 2 cards in this entire set that you can pull out of a booster pack that makes that booster pack worth opening. And it's not like Hidden Fates. It's not like other sets where that card, Burning Shadows, for example, where you can pull a $400 Charizard. It's not like that. The most expensive card you can pull right now is $40.63. That's it, $40.63. Yet the booster pack is hovering around $18. Absolutely insane. And only one other card other than that full art Mega Charizard, and that's the regular Mega Charizard, which is selling for $28. Means that these might tick up a little bit more in value, but there's so much product out there that these prices continue to stay relatively low. If we look at the full art Mewtwo, this is a very interesting graph. As you can see, up and down, riding waves all over the place. At one point in September, it hit a high point of $15.34, and then it shot all the way down to $12.08, and now it's kind of hovering back around $12.75. Slow. It can't decide what it wants to do, which makes it very volatile. If we look at the full art Dragonite, kind of the same way at the beginning. Now it's starting to level off a little bit. It finally made up its mind about what price point it wants to be at. It was at $18.14 back in June, and it dipped all the way down at the beginning of January to $13.10. It's only nudged up a little bit, so it's at $13.56 right now. If we look at the regular Mega Blastoise EX, it had a low point back in September, much like a lot of these other Evolutions products. So we've seen a lot of products kind of hit their floor in December when there was a ton more product that kind of came into the marketplace. But for Evolutions, a lot of them hit their floor in September. A lot of them went way down in September. Now it started to climb up a little bit. At the end of December, beginning of January, it was all the way up to $10.20, which was its high point. Now it's kind of come back down a little bit, leveled off a little bit down to $8.53. The Charizard EX, I remember when this card was just a bulk EX, it was selling for $1.50, $2. There were so many of them out there. It's actually hit a high point of $11.48, and it's not that far off from that right now. It did drop all the way down to $7.35 back in August, but you can see a few dips here and there, but now it started to level off a little bit. Right at $10.54, which is very, very interesting. If we look at the full art Mega Venusaur, I think we've only got maybe 9 more left that we're covering today. The full art Mega Venusaur, it had its high point of $14.20. A low point of $10. Okay. So low point of $10, which happened back in November, so a little bit later than what we saw with some of the other ones. High point of $14.20. It's leveled off a little bit now to $11.75. It seems like the Evolutions market is starting to stabilize a little bit. I think that some of the singles are still a little volatile, and we'll see what happens with the booster box. I'm interested to hear what your guys' opinion what your guys' opinion is when it comes to this sealed product, because the fact that you still can find some of them in stores, it doesn't happen very often, but you may get lucky and find some packs here and there. To me, it's just surprising at how high this set really is when it comes to that sealed product. If you look at the Mega Venusaur EX regular art, it was at $6.92 at one point, $4 right now, just above $4 for its low point, which happened right around September. Its high point was back in June. Now it's leveled off a little bit to $6.54, but not too far away from its year high. If we look at the Full Art Trainer, this is one of those that is near its bottom point. So the Misty's Determination is much, much closer to its bottom than it is its top. $14.16 for its high, $9.73 for its low, which actually isn't, I mean, that's not too big of a difference. You're talking about $5 there, but when you factor in percentage, that's what, 33% of a drop. So it hit its low in November, so a little bit later than the other ones. It started coming back up a little bit, but then it kind of dived back down. So now it's down to $10.39, so well off what its high is. If we look at the Full Art Charizard, or the normal Charizard, that's what makes this very interesting. I guess there is 3 cards, or 4 cards technically, that you could pull that are worth more than the booster pack, because you could pull the reverse holofoil of this. But we're just going to focus on the holofoil price right now. We talked about this last week. The reverse holo and regular holo have really come together a lot closer in value, as you can see right now. $54.96 for the regular holo, $44.12 for the reverse holo. That's one of the closest separations that we've had for the entirety of this specific card. Its high point was back in, looks like in June. In June, its high point was up to $72.55. It really started to fall down here. It went down to $51, it looks like, kind of at the end of December. And then it started to creep back up a little bit, and now it's sitting at $54.96. So just about $4 above its low point. If we look at the Mew, the Lily Pad Mew, this is really the only holographic card that's selling for any decent amount. The other holographics aren't doing terribly. They're not bulk prices by any means, but they're selling for $1 or $2, somewhere around there. When you figure how many of those have been produced, and your holographic pull rates was really, really strong with Evolutions, there's a lot of them out there in existence. Plus, Evolutions was not the easiest set to get graded, so there's probably a lot of these copies that are still at PSA waiting to get graded because of the backlog that they've had. If you look at population reports of Evolutions, just really, really climbing week by week. If we look at the Mew, we're just focusing again on the holographic price. $5.70 is its current point. It was at $6.94 back in December. It hit, or November, excuse me, it hit $6.94, dropped down to $5.47. So really not a whole lot of difference between top and bottom. Only talking about a fluctuation of about $1.50 there. Its low point was $5.47, and now it's kind of hanging out closer to the low end at $5.70. If we look at the pre-release promos, and I wanted to talk about these because these are very, very interesting cards in the set. Not a whole lot of copies out there that are in near mint condition that people move on a regular basis, but there is a lot of value in these because a lot of people are interested in them. But if you look at the Gyarados, look at how far it has fallen. It was at $128.12 back in June, and it continues to just go down and down. $90.56 is its current market price. That's its low over the past year. If we look at the Machamp promo, it was at $115.03 at its high, which was back in June again, and now it's low $76.23. Not a whole lot of copies that are being sold right now on TCG Player, which is why you see this steady $76.23. And finally, Mewtwo. We covered Charizard in the last video, so I didn't want to bring it up again in this video and be redundant. It did have a little bit of a dip down to 106.83 and then kind of crept up a little bit to 110.87, but its high point back in July, 174.98. So it's lost $60 over that past year. So a lot of people kind of focusing over that 6 months ago on unique products, more unique products, not just Evolutions as a whole, but some of those pre-release promos. And you can see they've lost a lot of value now over the past 6 months. Elite Trainer boxes kind of following the same trend as what we saw with those pre-release promos, where we hit a high point back in August, it looks like, at $242.59, and now it's at its low point of $212.78. So it's continuing to drive down a little bit. So if you're in the market for an Evolutions Elite Trainer box and you're starting to look around and look at prices and things like that, we might see a $200 ETB at some point in time. A lot different than some of those other ETBs, which are slowly, steadily gaining ground. This one is really going in the opposite direction, and that's because people are still starting to find those in stores every once in a while. So that's why I am curious to see and hear if if you guys have found anything out in Walmarts or anything like that. I know I have seen some success stories out there, but again, they are few and far between. But it really begs the question of how many of these still exist at those marketing companies that stock those big box stores like Target, like Walmart, like Barnes & Noble, that they're just kind of sitting on at the warehouse and slowly putting them out there. Maybe there's just some boxes, or maybe there's some pallets somewhere that they're just kind of, well, we're going to put out these this week because we don't have anything else to put out, or whatever the case may be. Very, very interesting to kind of look at. But that is the data on evolutions. I wanted to throw that out there because I think it's very, very interesting. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below and leave a comment, because it goes a long way for the algorithm. Not to mention, it also enters you in the contest to win one of these bad boys, the Evolutions Elite Trainer boxes. We got a Charizard, we got a Blastoise. One lucky winner, or two lucky winners are going to win one of them. With that being said, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Next week, we're going to talk about Brilliant Stars giveaway. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you're here for that, and we're going to talk about other fun stuff throughout the week. So thank you so much for all of your support. Really, really appreciate you guys. Until next time, guys, peace.